Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Thursday, June 12th of 2025. So earlier this week, I had to get to Dollar Tree. I had to buy some picture frames. So $1.75 for the picture frames that I bought. So I got a bunch that are the 5x7s and the 8x10s. I'm trying to do my kids' grad photos to give to the family. So, and then I was doing it this morning and I was too short because I miscounted how many I needed. And then when I was doing it, one of my other 8x10s, actually one of them has a big chip in the frame because these are just the cheap ones from the dollar store. And another one had a scratch across the glass. So I was going to buy two of these and I realized I don't need to buy two. I just need a new glass and a new frame. So I just bought, one more. So I think in total it was the day I purchased, counting 10. I bought 10 of the 5x7s and 4 of the 8x10s. 5x7 and 8x10s, yes. For my kids' grad photos, like some of the family members get the large ones, everybody else will get the small ones. I didn't even buy frames for myself. Or maybe I did, I don't remember. Just had to buy a bunch. So I was trying to do my daughter's and my son's grad photos. So that's going to be good. These will actually finally be done and the family can finally have, the grad photos. So that's all I went to the Dollar Tree to buy was I just needed the picture frames. My plan was just to walk in straight to the picture frames, grab the picture frames and nothing else. Well, I bought a bag as well. So you can see I bought some stuff. Well, when I was looking at the picture frames, this little canvas thing, little canvas one, was in the middle of all the other picture frames, not where I don't think it was supposed to be, but it's a llama wearing glasses. It is so funny. So I had to buy it. And I'm going to say what I've noticed at the Dollar Tree is not everything is labeled. They will have like big signs hanging down saying if it's $1.75 because that's their new price where I live. And then I even found they're putting green stickers on things. So it'd be like $2 something to $3. I actually saw a little can of like a Spam type meat for $3. Like 200. I had to go back and it was like 200 grams. This little thing of meat, not worth it. Not to me. $3 for that. Okay, so just gotta find my receipt because I'm not quite sure how much the this little, where is it? See, now I'm not gonna be able to find, what is it called? It is called Wall Art Canvas. You know what? It should have been near the front, and I don't see it. Huh. That is odd. Okay, well, I'll just set this aside. Maybe I'll find the price, but everything looks like it was $1.75 or $1.50. So when I come across the price of that one, I'll say. Okay, so I started with that, and then I was walking down the frame aisle, and then I always look for scent things like this for the bathrooms. So these were $1.75 each. So this one I've never seen before. I don't know how strong the scent is. I don't really know what it smells like. It just said Shantae Scents Air Freshener Solid Gel. It doesn't have any indication in what this fragrance would be. They had this one, it's a purple, they had a pink and a yellow, and no indication as to what the fragrance would be. And I don't know how strong it was going to be. And then I bought this one for my daughter's bathroom because I know she loves the lavender. I know she has another scent that she likes, but she wasn't with me. So I got this one, and it was the largest one. This is the lavender air freshener, the solid gel. And this is 8 ounces or 226 grams. And this one here, definitely not worth it. They're the same price. This one is 3.52 grams or 3.25 ounces or 100 grams. That sounds better. But you can see it's $1.75 each I prefer these ones, but I had to try this, and I'll open it up later and see how it smells. And then, all this stuff is just everywhere. Yes, and I did see they had their garden stuff brought out, so I got the metal thermometer for outside. Now this one does not have the suction cup attached. I love the idea of having it suction cup because then I can attach it to one of my windows so I know what the temperature is outside. I do have the suction cups. When my other one broke, I kept the suction cup. So I'm pretty sure I can squeeze the little suction cup thing through here and stick it on the outside of my window. If not, you know, I can, you know, it'd still be outside, just be out by my front door or the back door. So this thermometer, again, I should have just, yeah, the thermometer was $1.75. And then I found these hanging up. They're just the paper straws. I don't use them, but I just love the colors. I don't know what I'm going to craft with them, but I love the peach, teal, and the lavender. And you get 51, which is just an odd, just a very odd thing. Yeah, so $1.75. If I was smart, I would have put these in two groups, $1.75 and $1.50, but you know, I wasn't thinking of that. Just wanted to kind of show everything. I'm just going to grab this because this is going to tip as I pull some of this other stuff out. I just don't want it to fall. And I'm just trying to find the craft supplies that I've gotten. Is this the craft supplies? I think this is all the craft supplies. Oops. So I'll start with these little string lights. I love these little LED lights. They're fun to use for just about anything or anywhere. And these ones are the little beads. You get 10 count, and it takes 2 AA batteries. Like I said, I should have done this. Yeah, so $1.75 for the lights. I got this little pad, 20 sheets, and they are 6 by 6 inches. And it's the watercolor pad, so it's the thicker watercolor paper. And let's see, I believe, let's see, where was it? I just saw it and then I didn't. Yeah, $1.75 for this. Oh, I did find, yeah, this little llama canvas was $1.75. Then I got a pack of the tracing paper. This was $1.50, and these are 9 by 12 inch sheets, and I love tracing paper. It is so fun to do things. I will take several pictures, trace them to make one picture or something. I'm not very good at drawing. This makes me feel like I can draw, and I can practice drawing things by just tracing. And then I got one of these. It's a powder spray bottle. So just a little spray bottle. It says it's perfect for applying glitter or embossing powders to your DIY craft projects. And I thought this would be something interesting to try because glitter is a pain, and so is that embossing powders. I just bought one as I don't really have a lot of that fine powder stuff that I work with. Let's see. I saw it on here. Why don't I see it now? That was $1.50. Then I have a bunch of these little wooden keyring cross stitch kits. These were $1.50 each. They had 4 designs, so I bought one of each design. So we've got the little birds, rainbows, the hearts, and the little bumblebees. They're simple, easy, and I just thought these would be fun to make just to practice cross stitching. And they were $1.50 each. Oh, and then I found these stickers, so 9-pack of stickers, and they are the wood, and they are coffee. And I believe these were $1.75. I got a roll of contact paper. Not that I need any, but I love it. It looks like stone. Let's see, where did this one? I know I saw it on here. I'm going to have to do something to... I think it's so much easier when I have everything laid out in the different... versus going back and forth trying to find it in... Torrenzio beige, is that what the color is? Yeah, so this is called Torrenzio beige. That's why I couldn't find it. $1.75, but I like it. It's kind of got that stone pattern, and I think it would look really good on a few things, a few accent things in my kitchen hanging up. Just kind of complement, you know, my stone and everything. Then I found these because I'm trying to organize myself, but I like the idea of having upstairs. I've got those cubicle things. I got 2 that are 9 and I got 2 that are 6s, and I'm trying to find, you know, like little baskets and things to fit in the drawers, but I found these ones. So I got one of each pattern. So one's got the little, I'm just going to throw it at the camera and knock everything over. It's got the wavy pattern, and then this has that other, I don't know, like the stone pattern, or it reminds me of, like, if I say like ancient Greece kind of a thing, that kind of like a stone pattern like that. And they're angled, so when stuff is in here, the bottom part, it doesn't even tell you, so it's 8 inches in total, but this bottom part is only about 1/3 of the full box. And I thought that was such a good idea. Are they 2 different sizes? Yeah, they've got 2 different sizes written on here. Okay, so is one taller? I have no idea. They don't look any taller to me. They've got 2 different. This one says it's 8 inches. This one says it's 9.65 inches. So, okay, around 8-9 inches high. And these, I think, were $1.75, right? Why can't I see them? Yeah, $1.75 each. And I thought these would be just fun to try and see how well they work. Where you'd have to put stuff in here that's, you know, taller than this, not laying things down if you needed to stack things that way, but to have things going vertically so you can see what's in there. And I thought these might work for some of my paper file folders or clipboards. I'm trying to think what else I have that stands up. Like scribblers, notebooks, things like that, coloring books, things like that, where I'd like to see what's in here, but I can still see what's behind, and you just kind of put things in by height. So I thought that would be fun to try that. And then I did buy myself a little cup. I think it looks so cute. I think it's going to look so cute just sitting in my kitchen. So this little tumbler, where was it? I saw it. Yeah, $1.75. And now it's just going to roll off the table. And then almost done here. I've got just a few more things. I'm just going to take everything out of this bag. And I'll just say, yes, I did buy the little teal colored canvas bag. This was $1.75. I like this. I like the color. I like the weight. And you can't put anything too heavy in here, but this would be definitely something I can use and take things, you know, in the car, or just keep it in the car when I do go shopping. So if I move that out of my way, then that just kind of helps. Then I don't need socks, but I found some Smurfette socks, and they were $1.75 a pair. I'm gonna double check. Yes. So I don't even know. So this little pair here, I don't know. It says Smurfs on it. Who does it have? The Smurf with all the hearts. I can't remember his name. And then I got this one here, and it's got Smurfette kissing one of the other Smurfs. just don't want to open it right now. There. There, yeah, see, Smurfette kissing one of the other Smurfs. And then this one here is just Smurfette. And I just thought they were just so cute. I know I don't need any more socks, but how can you say no to Smurfs? And then I have these little bags with the scoops, which I love these, attaching them to coffee or tea. So then I can measure out the coffee or tea, and then the bags stay sealed. And I know how much these were, so I just saw it. What? I can't find it now. It was $1.75 for these. Then I did buy some makeup products. So I got this. This is the corrector pen when doing nail polish, because I am so bad at doing, I've been wearing acrylics for so long that I can't seem to apply nail polish anymore. So I always get it around down on my fingers. And I do have these corrective pens and I can never find them. So when I saw this today, I thought, no, I have to buy one. $1.75. Then I did find some lip liner, because I don't really have a lot of lip liner. Let's see, where is the lip liner? Yeah, $1.75 each. So I bought one of each of the colors. So I got a warm nude, plum, and scarlet. $1.75 each. And then I found this little I don't really like the fact that it says face, eyes, lips. I think it would look cute for something else, but I loved the color. It's a little storage thing. I'm gonna be mad that I, you know. Yeah, $1.75. That's what I thought. But I said, next time I'm going to do this, everything will be in 2 piles, so I don't have to keep looking at the receipt like this. I'm trying to get myself more organized, and I want my videos to go in a better flow. But sometimes you just in a rush and you kind of forget. And then I was out there, so then I was up at the Dollar Tree, so I thought I would go into the mall and I would go to Showcase. Now, I am wearing these gloves today. These ones are actually made by Tommy Copper. I don't really think it's going to show up in black. And it's be backwards the way I'm filming, I know, but I have found lately, I don't know, for the last 2 weeks or so, we started with the baby finger, was just numb and tingly, and then it went to the second finger last week, and then this week it was the third finger. So I got these 3 fingers on my right hand are just going numb and tingly. And then the other night, we went to go get my daughter from work, and my knuckles were just all bruised, like, I bent my hand like this and my knuckles just went blue purple right away. And my husband said, it looks like I punched, you know, metal. He's like, so you're punching metal? And he kind of laughed at it. And it was just lasted for 2 days and my hand has just been so numb. And then I put these on, and within 10 minutes that night when I put these on, the numbness in these 2 fingers went away within 10 minutes. The next day, the numbness in this finger is gone. And I have found if I'm not wearing them, if I'm doing strenuous things, lifting things around, not wearing these, I notice it. My fingers just go numb. And I know I bought these from Showcase so many years ago. Like, I'm looking probably like, gotta be 8 years ago, something like that. 6 to 8 years ago, like maybe even 10. I can't even tell you how long, but I found these really changed my hands and stuff. So I thought, okay, I would go back to Showcase and I would buy another pair. Now they don't sell the Tommy Copper ones right now, or at least not in store. They might have them online, but I found they had these other ones, which I do have some of these other ones made by Copper Fit. And they work just the same. They are about half the price though. So Tommy Copper or Copper Fit. It's the same product. It's not like, you know, the brands changed, so the price changed. So this is what I went in to find. And these are these copper infused compression gloves. So these ones should have the Velcro, and so they say all-day relief for arthritis, pain, and joint swelling. these have the Velcro. I love the ones with the Velcro. These ones don't, so I do find these ones do slide. But with the Velcro, you can adjust them, make them tighter when you need to, looser when you want them looser. And they have the little grips, which I find has really helped me. You know, these ones, you see, like the grips are nearly worn out on these. So this is going to be really good. I will do the price in a minute. Then I was looking, and then they had the Copper Fit compression socks, which I've been having trouble with my legs too, my feet going numb. And that goes to the stuff with my neck and my shoulders. So got the compression socks. Same thing. It's got the copper infused into them. And while I was there, you know, just open these. And then I also got the copper infused compression sleeves. So this is just for the knee. And this was just one sleeve. I usually just have trouble with my right knee. Very rarely does my left knee bother me, so I just thought one was all I need for today. If I've never found where both my knees hurt at the same time. If my left knee ever hurts, it's because I just did something stupid. But my right knee is an old injury from high school, track and field. So that one I do find. And I do have another one of these Copper Fit or Tommy Copper knee sleeves. I just don't know where they are at the moment. And then I found this. I've never seen these ones before. And it is the Arch Relief Plus orthotic support. So you can wear them with your shoes. It says fits in any shoe. So it's supposed to help with different flat feet, fallen arches, heel spurs, things like that. And so just open this up. So they are just, you know, go under your feet and gives the support. It's supposed to help with your arches and stuff. So I thought they'd be good. So I wasn't going to buy them all today. It's kind of expensive. But today was a deal of buy 3, get 1 free. So it's, how can you not go wrong? So where are they? Trying to figure out my receipt here. Okay, so the Copper Fit Arch Relief Plus. So these ones were $29.99. And then the Copper Fit Energy compression socks were $19.99. And these ones here, the Copper Fit Hand Relief Compression were $29.99. And the knee sleeve was $19.99. So I got the knee sleeve for free. And then she told me about this deal, which I've never done. I'm not somebody who does the, you know, you're spending the extra money on top of that for whatever, like warranty purposes. But she made it sound like such a good deal, so I decided to do that. Just trying to read this. So replacement is in 3 years. Anything goes wrong, I can just walk in and I get a free replacement. So the Arch Relief, and of course it does cost money, is $5.99. The, okay, what was this one? I'm not sure what that one was. And the Hand Relief was also $5.99. And then the other two were $3.99. So looks like the Okay, the two with Velcro were the more expensive. So the orthopedic and the hand ones were $5.99. So anytime in the next 3 years, if anything goes wrong, I go in and I pay that $5.99 and I will get a replacement. And then these two here, so the knee sleeve and the compression socks, if anytime in the next 3 years anything goes wrong with these, I just have to go in and pay the $3.99 and I get them replaced. It's a really good deal. Like these Tommy Copper had a promotion like that, but it expired because it's well over that year thing. I paid it for guaranteed for whatever years. I know I put it on these and nothing's happened with them. So that's why I've never done it before. But this is a brand that I don't know. And I just thought, you know, today I would just add the extra bit. So with purchasing all these with the 3-year warranty on top, I'm dropping everything. It was $99.93 plus $5 in tax. So I paid $104.93. Okay, and now I'm going to go to this other box of stuff. So I'm just going to pause for a second, move this stuff, and I will get to this other stuff. All right, so I have this other box of stuff. This would be from my video I had made a week or so ago, maybe almost 2 weeks ago. I can't quite remember. My microphone wasn't working. It said it was plugged in. This light was green, but something happened and there was no volume. And I now test my microphone before I, do any of my videos right now. So this, I believe this is everything that I had on that previous video of a Dollarama and Dollar Tree. Just gonna get everything out of this box. I'm pretty sure this was, okay. So I'm gonna say I don't have the receipts for this anymore. I know I filmed it and then, it was a couple weeks ago. We've had garbage pickup since then. So everything is, and I think this was everything. Could be wrong. If there's anything missing, I'm sorry. But and then I was trying to figure out how to do voiceovers, and I don't have a proper microphone hook up for my computer for me to do a voiceover. I tried. So, okay, this would be a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to start with the Dollar Tree stuff, saying that everything is going to be either $1.50 or $1.75. I don't know anymore. But I found these really cute little packs of 2. I'll take this one. This one's already out of its wrapper here. And it says that they are microwavable. I will say I would never microwave this type of plastic from the dollar store. This type of lid, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't even go on here properly. Makes me, oh, there, I did get it on. But it is so hard to snap it on, and they are so hard to get off. Some of them are. That I would never put this in the microwave or the freezer or I'm using this for non-food items. So it was a pack of 2. I believe they were $1.50 because it's down the houseware stuff. So I believe these things were $1.50 for the packs of 2. I bought 3 packs. And then in here, because I bought these because I thought it'd be so cute to hold things. So I did buy a pack of these binder clips. So you get a few different colors, different sizes. Just really cute. These were $1.75 a pack. And I also bought the pack of the paper clips that match. So it's the blue, purple, pink, teals, different things like that. $1.75. I don't even know what the count would be on these anymore. Like I said, the stuff is long gone. But $1.75. And I just thought they looked so cute just sitting in these containers. And then in here I've got 2 types of push pins. So there was just the standard ones with the colors that go like this that match those other ones. So we've got the pink, teal, and the purple. The little tacks here. And they were $1.75. And then I bought the pack that had the little round ones. And they were $1.75 for this pack as well. So you get different colors, and I just thought they looked just kind of cute. And then, where did I put the lid? I just don't want it's got my little tacks all over the floor. And then I did buy a box of the elastic bands that are all in the same colors. You know, $1.75 for the elastic bands as well. I do want to get more organized, so I do want labels. So I bought myself this nice pack of labels. I believe the labels were only $1.50. I could be wrong, but even $1.75. I mean, you're getting 40 labels. It's cheaper than Dollarama. Dollarama doesn't always have the labels, and neither does Dollar Tree, so they are hard to find sometimes. Then I did grab a couple packs of these sketch coloring books. What I love about these is they've already have the picture here, which today I bought the tracing paper, so I would take something like this and I would trace that, and that would just help me learn how to do the shading, I just find it easier if I trace. That's the easiest way for me to learn how to do that. But these are, you know, so cool, and I can't wait to start, you know, painting or coloring with these. And I love the fact that there's only one picture on each paper. I hate when they're double printed. And these have the thing, you can easily tear these out. And with it being the thicker paper, whatever the thickness is, I don't even know how to tell the different pages or the different thicknesses. So you get 12 sheets. And it says it's suitable for water paint, aqua markers, and aqua pencils. So I just think that would be kind of neat to try. So they got this one, and it's got those pictures. And I got this book here, and it has those pictures. So I just thought these would be just fun to practice. And then I got myself some coloring books with stickers. Oh, scented stickers. I didn't see that before. 50 scented stickers. They smell like fruit. Now these ones here are double-sided. So when I buy stuff like this that is the double-sided, this is why I love tracing paper. Or my printer. I will actually photocopy these. Before I had a printer, I would go down to the drugstore and I would just photocopy these at the drugstore. And I didn't care. So I got this one here, and it says it's totally kawaii. And then this one here is totally bubble tea. So it has all the little bubble tea drinks and desserts and everything. I have to say, yeah, they just smell like the fruit. I can't explain it. It's just that cheap fruity scent that they put on lots of kids' things. And then I'm trying to get organized, so I did buy myself 4 of these file holders. So I know these were $1.75 each. So I got 2 in the flowers, and then I got 2 with the purple little dash prints. I don't know. I know this print, this zigzag, has a name, and I cannot think of it. It's how you lay down tiling and bricks. It has a name, and I just... Oh, herringbone. That is it. I had to think about it because it's like a fish, you know, vertebrae type thing. Yes. So I bought these. I just really want to get myself super organized this year. And then I did buy a couple of the graduating cards. Well, these were $1.50 each. Oh no, these were not. These were $2 each. Their cards were $2 each. I didn't notice that till I got home. I thought they were going to be $1.50. $2. That's okay. They're really, you know, glittery, and like the little foam sticker hats all over. And even the envelope has, you know, like the grad hats all over the inside and the outside of the envelopes. So yes, those were $2 each. That surprised me. Okay, so that was everything from Dollar Tree. Now, Dollarama, I got a couple of these little gnomes, $1.50 each. Not quite sure what how I'm gonna decorate these, but they were cute. Then I got some of these 3D wooden stickers, so $1.50 a pack. So I got the ones with the flowers, insects, dogs, and cats. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I love these wooden stickers because you can do, you know, so many different things with them. Not sure what. And then I did buy the pencil crayons. I loved the idea of having these pencil crayons in these tubs like this. You stack them up. They fit in one of the drawers of my little rolling carts. And these are $4 a pack. When I bought mine, I think they were at $2 or $2.50 a pack. So I'm paying a little more now. But each one has 18 colors. So I've got 1 to 18, 19 to 36, 37 to 54, and 55 to 72. And it's just, I've been doing a lot of coloring, and so I really liked these ones versus some of the other ones that I've been using. Also, what I like about these ones is the shape. They are a triangle shape, so they're not going to roll away, but they also make it so much easier for me to actually hold. So I said as soon as I was at the dollar store again and they had all 4 packs, I would buy them. So I had to buy them because that's what I said I was going to do. And then I really wanted to get myself really well organized, that I love folders and stuff, and I've got my locking box, fireproof storage box thing, and I really want to get stuff in there and really organize all my papers. So these ones here are the hanging file folders. So they got the little tabs, so they will hang inside. I haven't measured to see if these will even fit in my box. If they don't fit, that's okay. I can do something to adjust them, but it says it should fit. And my thing is the size of it says that the drawer is the size of a standard filing cabinet drawer. So you're getting 6 here, and you get 2 of each design, and these were $2.25 for 6 of these, and I bought 2 packs. I love the design of these. This has got the white with the gold accent, and then I got 2 black with the gold accent, and the 2 black ones are different, so you get 3 different patterns. And then I had found, when I couldn't find those ones, I bought these ones. And these ones I like as well. And you get 6 in here, so you get 2 of each of the different patterns. So there's the floral. So I bought 2 packs of these ones. These ones were actually $2.50. Don't ask me why the straight cardboard ones cost more than the ones that hang, but they do. These ones cost more. And you're still getting 6. But I just thought, you know, I really want to get stuff organized. So I did. So I bought those. And then I always look at the cookbooks, and right now all the cookbooks where I live, they've got them all at $4. They used to be ranging anywhere from like, you know, $3 to $5. Now they just have them all at $4. The only ones that will be vary is the kids books, but the adults books and the cookbooks all seem to be all marked at $4 right now. So my husband likes kefir. I like the kombucha and ginger beer. So this says it is the delicious probiotic drink. So simple recipes of kombucha, kefir, ginger beer, and other naturally fermented drinks. Now with doing fermented drinks, I'm not going to go to I have a few friends who do the fermented stuff, and they've given me their starter stuff and it's never worked. I'm going to go back and buy my starter stuff from Nutters or one of those other health food stores. I found the ones I bought from Nutters before worked so much better. But it tells you, you know, like how to ferment all your stuff, like the kefir, the fermented kefir, and then it's got your yogurts in here as well. Because yogurt is still like a fermented type of a food. And then there was a recipe in here, and it's like, oh, I wanted to make, and I know I showed it on my other one. And it looks so pretty, and now I'm not going to be able to find it because I didn't, you know, mark it off. Where is it? And I'm not going to be able to find it. It looks so pretty. Is that it? Oh, maybe that one. That wasn't the really nice one. Oh. It was a really pretty drink. And I am not going to find it unless I actually stop and do every page, but this one here is also pretty. That one there I also want to try, and that is the raspberry kefir soda. And so it tells you to make this, you need to use 8 cups of your water kefir, which is found on page 134. So I'll flip to page 134 here, and it tells you how to make the kefir. And then I'm reading this, and it has things like in here about your different types of water. And I will say the reason mine probably never worked is I just used tap water. And I'm going to say apparently it says not to use tap water. What does it say? I know it says something. I know there is something here about the water. About probiotics, which are, and yeast, health benefits, fermentation, the secondary fermentation. Okay, there was something. I was telling you why it tastes funny and different things, but I can't see. I know it has something about with a type of water, and that's important. Maybe Okay, yeah, the spring or well water. So if I want to make anything, that was it. I had to go back to the very beginning of the book to, you know, the helpful in things. That's what it was. Don't use tap water, even if it's boiled. That's what we did. I just used regular tap water, and I had boiled it and let it cool. It said not to do that. So you're supposed to go out and buy, you know, your spring water or well water. Who knew? And that can be a problem, is just the contaminants. Even if you have a water filter, like we have a water filter, it doesn't filter out everything. And so that's going to change the quality and everything of your drinks. Now, I will say, as much as I like, you know, making my own stuff, this is the type of stuff that very, very careful with. When I go to make something, I can go over all the specifics, because I've had friends who tried making things, and you can make yourself so sick if you don't know what you're doing. Which is why, you know, I'd rather have a book like this versus online recipes, which is why I'm not going to go to Pinterest and find some recipe and try it. That's why I decided before I went back to making any of the kombuchas or kefirs again, I wanted an actual book. I also want to try to make my own yogurt. I'm not going to buy a secondhand yogurt making machine. I'm going to wait a little while, look around, find the best yogurt machine, and buy it brand new. I'm not going to do the secondhand stuff. I've done that before. It's never worked properly. So I've been doing this type of stuff. I want to do some research. That's why even though I've had this book a couple weeks now, I have not had time to read this book or, excuse me. Yeah, so that's why I haven't had time to go through this book and read it and find all the details and stuff. I'm not ready to make anything yet. I want to really, you know, research before I do this type of stuff. I will say you are messing around with fermented stuff. Fermented stuff does contain alcohol. You don't want to give yourself alcohol poisoning. You can die from that. There's been people who've made this type of stuff. Over fermented, under fermented, you're growing mold. You're ingesting the mold. They can, you know, black mold is very dangerous. Fermenting stuff, you know, alcohols. You have to know exactly what you're doing. So as I said, I haven't done anything for a few years. Last time I did any of this fermenting stuff, it was a friend who did it. She had done it for years. Her family was all into it. So she gave us her starter. Then I found out that people who give out starters, they have two types of starters. They've got the ones that they give out, and then they have the ones that they don't give out. So part of the thing was she gave us the one that was the kind that they don't give out, or it's almost near the end of its life doubling capabilities or whatever. So it's not as strong, not as potent. They do that for safety reasons too. So I will, when I go into making this stuff, I will do a full video on all the cautions on making your own, like basically making your own beers and wines. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can go wrong. So before I'm making this, I do want to do my research. And I thought, at least this way, I've got the cookbook and I can just look at this at any time. Oh, excuse me. I can look at this anytime. I can also just go to the library and get more information on it. I'd rather have a book with, you know, like authors and things. I can see how long they've been writing it and not just some random post on, you know, Pinterest or Facebook. So this was my little cautionary thing about this type of stuff. As somebody who's been, you know, I don't drink alcohol per se. I do like some of the other non-alcohol stuff, which is still done in a very similar process. I do like ginger beers. I do like kombucha. I don't really like the kefir. And I think that's because the kefir and some of the yogurts are more of a dairy product. And I don't know if it's really like, do I like them or they just made me sick? I'm not quite sure on some of that stuff. But so that is my Dollarama and Dollar Tree shopping hauls. I just want to say I'm sorry that my microphone, last time I made this video and even in the start of the second video I made that day, no volume. Again, it's the light is on green, so it should be recording. My thing said it was recording, but I didn't have the receiver thing plugged all the way in to my phone. I think that's what it was. And so nothing was really, you know, getting recorded. So again, just sorry about that. And when I figure out how to do voiceovers, I will fix my other couple videos I have that I made back in February where there is no volume. Again, it's just I don't have a microphone. This one does not work with my computer, so I gotta go get a microphone that will work with my computer to do the voiceovers. And then I will get those ones redone. Again, just new technology, just things change all the time. I got a new computer for Christmas. I got this microphone for Christmas, trying to figure everything out, using new software on my computer. Yeah, again, so again, I just thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.